one of the players on the backside of the Shark as he made his way out. So hopefully Kel can work with that and work with his experience here at the Shark playing well. He does spot Sky. I'm wondering where the other player is. There's one on the Shark head itself, and then there's one down by the basketball courts above the prison. But Kel off to a good start with the Sky's loot, but that just means he's now a target for so many.
He's left the card behind as well, and I don't think he missed a single shot in that box. The SMG tracking almost otherworldly. I can't wonder why.
So he has room to work with. He's given himself space, a little bit of breathing room in a sense. Because after week 1, he had to clutch in massive regards. He had to make sure that every game counted. He just barely eked his way in, I believe, like 298 or something like that, and that's a rough spot where you have somebody back against the wall in the vault where you can't go anywhere, and you get stuck with an RPG, and now he's going to bounce right on top. Kel is here, and Kel will finish off Nate Hill in the jail.
I'm not sure if movement or, as Zeke put it, first game jitters there for Nate, but missing a lot of attack shots. Unfortunately, I think maybe could have actually salvaged that situation all the way towards the very end of that 50-50, but Kel,
he's going to be running into somebody. I don't think that they know he's there. He's already looted the outskirt chests, and this is going to be a big beam. An opportunity for Crims. It's just one dink, though. A headshot, yes, but 66 shield damage is possibly not going to be enough. Now he knows that this player was full shield, and he knows that he is going to be trying to get healed up, especially now that he heard the sound cue. Switching the walls that he's attacking. Yes, gets the cone in too, but misses the epic pump pass. Finally connects with only a 40 though. He's going to continue forward and makes this second one count. As Void gets taken out quickly from Crims. They build fights. That will net him 4 points. And some floppers too, so he did the fishing for him.
I think I saw one shot get thrown out all the way from the other side of the map. With 29 total points and 5 right now, he could actually just surpass his entire 10-game run that he had the day before with just one game right now. If he picks this up, this next elimination, just a third of what he accomplished yesterday will be done right now. Trying to break into the box, the SMG classic in play, but getting traded out by the defensive classic of the pump shotgun. Now Leroy will have to think about what to do next, but my thoughts will just go right back in.
Especially after he gets back up to 200 effective HP, but this player being very aggressive. He's actually going to let that happen, the wall and the cone. He gets placed into it, but thankfully there was actually the safety from the opponent's cone, which is not something you see too often. Now has the edit potential back on the other side. He lets the wall get taken again. Leroy does get some damage done, a quick phase. He's very comfortable in these situations when it's back against the wall. The piece control is going the other way, and he makes it work again slowly.
Taking out fights from people who are both PC, console, doesn't matter. Jamper in a box, and the edit bait is there. The big pump lands as well. No SMG to follow up, though. It'll be a burst AR he has to work with.
It all comes tumbling down for a moment, but that also gives Jamper the space to back off. Still hasn't got that heal off, but yeah, it does have to get aggressive because he knows that Plague is not going to let him go, and man, his teammate Paper, they're both kind of middling here today. Not today, but yesterday. So hopefully we'll see if they can carry on through. Postic in a fight. A big shot. He gets in. And that's something that we saw his teammate do in the last game. You remember Niddle with the minigun try to get into a box and get punished for it. Just like Postic did there. Jakiski will win that fight out. It does, and he catches him in the box, but a quick escape from the other side. Heavy snipe, though, is there. But the wall replaced to the stairs to force this into a very uncomfortable position for Mouse. And he gets trapped, baited into the box. But it's poison for Durant. And he has the river to actually work with. Definitely wants to go a little bit quieter. There's a player in the bush, though. Getting very close, dangerously close to Easy Rog here. And I'm wondering what's going to come. Is it going to be a big tack? No, he misses both, pretty much. Only a scratch on me, too. And like that, the itch goes right back. A big tag that will maybe force him back. And yes, big play from Oh My God, Me Too. And a missed opportunity from early ROG.
It has to be the henchman effect. Every time we get to the agency, the person on the lower end of these fights is just missing shots in weird positions. And they're always surrounded by other henchmen who are doing the same, looking like AI sometimes, but don't want to discredit them too much. They'll bounce back in the next game. For these guys in their POV, they still have 9 more games to play when taken out now, so their competition, although ending today, is only just getting started for the day. Spicy will look to keep things cool before they get super hot with this RPG, which doesn't actually leave the chamber just yet. There it finally does. The combination of shots is there. A white HP tag. He smells an easy elimination. He picks it up. It's Apex Scar that goes down.
From comp? If I'm thinking of the right guy, it could be somebody different. It's not a very uncommon name, and the player jumps on top of the 1 floor. Spicy had it out to edits, and he will chase him down. White HP on the backside. Hold on, this is a different entirely, unless there was Slurpfish exchange because there was shield then on Zuni's. But it doesn't matter for Spicy. He'll eat right through it no matter what.
That aggression led to Zuni's demise, and now all the way in the distance from that fight, slightly towards the east, it's going to be Durant once again into another box. That strat I was talking about, keeping that heavy sniper hidden for these moments, will shine true. And instead of actually finishing things off, he'll hold this player all the way to the top because these guys will have to rotate within the next minute.
A change actually recently of the edits sound going through will make it so that Durant will make it so that he can't really do much off of this, and I guess he does end up getting beamed from the back. Players have advantage on him.
Now it'll all be about these long-range beams. Mami gets taken out by Kanata. Context onto the game. There's Stretch, Punisher, who are both here next to Tfue and Durant. Jack as well as in this game.
Just a real quick clarification. The Stretch with the X is not the liquid Stretch that we're thinking of. It's two different players. Just if you're first time watching this FNCS Invitational, it's somebody of note for sure because he's actually placed top 80 in multiple of the weekends. Last weekend, I believe, and then now on day 1 yesterday, he was there. He was playing. But it is not Liquid Stretch who sits at the top of the leaderboard right now.
And while everyone tries to rotate early on, the real action will start in just a few seconds. When everyone else has to launch pad all the way to this side of the zone, which once again is influenced by low ground rivers and water, although very close to those natural fields of Frenzy Farm and Risky Reels. It'll be Clarity G, who's caught on rotation immediately. His loot gobbled up by people up at low ground. And while everyone else moves in, Wiggs is distracted by how the server is developing. He's trying to make his next plan at the cost of free eliminations from beams. He's just looking at what everyone else is doing around him and the weak spots in people's builds.
Potential for those to appear. As launch pads go across, as players try to make their rotation, there's definitely going to be a few lost. Fellows in this one. Punisher got taken out. Wiggs with a nice long-range shot into, I believe, is Panito from Team Timbers. Tilt also picked up 1. And I'm wondering who else is up on high. It's Thresh. Jack in this game. Still Tfue and Legetian up. Animal as well. Wiggs going for another one. With the help of others. Somebody has been selected to leave the lobby. And we'll see if it's actually going to go down. Durant on the Stretch as well. The Stretch. Although not the Stretch. Confusing, I know.
One person who's not really confused as to what's going down right now in this game, you mentioned him, is Thresh. He sees all and knows all around everyone on the server. Thresh also kind of sounds like Stretch, so maybe people are still confused. But Worm with Coop, that'll be easy to track and follow. Remember the skin, remember the shotgun aim. If you haven't seen it yet, you're about to. He's going to be connecting real heavy and hard, actually waiting, I think, for someone else to launch. He hears one beside him, but I don't think he's going to be able to find it in time. This is the effect sometimes, the whole entire server using these community launches. You'll be able to walk in free, but if it looks too good to be true, it usually is. There's too many people down here right now, and Coop suddenly, frantically starts to move around looking for ways to expand on his layers. There's that big pump I was talking about. 120 on a Ravis Scott, getting muted, completely silenced. Now Coop starts to move over. Lackadaisically, but it doesn't matter because his pump just covers up any mistakes he can make on rotation. Another quick plus 100 damage pickup for Coop. 2 eliminations to start off his game all the way towards the end of it. He's still trying to break in, only 100 match, needs a huge refresh, finds a fight all the way at the side of the zone. Can Coop make things work here? Recharge the battery, that's aggression, because right now, this is just desperation I'm seeing from him.
Yes, it is. 6 builds still. He's trying to play these old builds so smartly, and so far so good. Now up to the top 25 from a position he definitely shouldn't. And we've seen him in this time and time again. It's Jack who he takes out and gets a couple of upgrades too. More floppers and the legendary AR, but more importantly, materials. More importantly, room to build out his base in towards this end game and his lair that he now controls and now can play from.
Now he finds a new layer to operate off of. Still, though, very close, low to the ground. Coop has 1 flopper, a lot of minis, a lot of shields, but he's going to be very healthy moving forward into this. Looking back towards the zone, trying to make a painting of his own right now. It's actual art box to box this man is accomplishing and putting on display. Another quick pickup, another loop pal to decide what he wants to get from, but he's feeling so comfortable. A pickup off screen, you don't even need to see it to understand what just happened. It's just Coop in his natural habitat, defending his home and making this game his own. Another flopper left. Now maximum max. Another quick pump. It's Tifu that goes down. Coop now 6 eliminations. I think he's got the last 3 in a row just on the server. Who's his next target? Coop's looking for a little bit more. Now head to head, face to face. He's gonna get taken down low and needs to mini up again. But I'm confident he can find another.
And where is it going to be? Right in front of him. Yes, another massive pump on the Plague we saw earlier. Take out a player now up to 7. There's still 5 for Coop to find. It's a possibility here for him to clean up the entire lobby because he is feeling it, and every single one of these pump shots is hitting for magical numbers, numbers that you don't quite always see unless you have the aim of a god. He baits one in. Yes, it's a full trap. No builds on this player. 120. The zone coming though. Yes, he connects on the Keox and moves forward. Still 1 more flopper available, but down to 46 HP. He's got to find himself a refuge moment to take these heals.
And now still the zone moving all the way over water. Not going to be a problem for Coop. While Weigel goes down, Coop picks up another. Now Crims is all the way the only person left who we saw before. Not really struggle in the early game, but, you know, was just having a nice time. He's going to have Coop at his front door, going for that insane build fight all the way to height. They have a little bit of insurance at the low ground. Coop, though, running out of materials. I think just trying to test Crims. Now has none. Goes for the quick shot all the way up top. Drops down to take a little bit of a swim. He's got his lifeguard vest on duty. Crims is trying to walk down to drown him out, but Coop is there with the big pump, but doesn't actually land. Crims cleans things up and looks good while doing it. A healthy amount of HP to live over with. The grappler secures high ground and wins out the game.
Scope, though, holding down first place. Right now, Shy, 226 points, 31 eliminations, no victory royales.
The winner's pattern kind of just continues here, 20 points ahead of the lead from everyone else, and they usually end up holding it out towards one of those